Okay, so here the syntax is if you give find, then simple whatever the keyword you want to test, or you can find, just use find then keyword. So additionally, in all fields means if you want to find this text in the all fields in the any object, then you can use this returning account like this. Check it. Only account will be returned. Okay, account, and inside the account you have whatever the fields you have, this will be returned here. Okay, so then comma contact name, or let's say you have last name. See this account and contact records will be okay. So this is how the SOQL query, SOSL query will be used. If you don't give this one, just simply give like this, all records will be returned. In the organization, in entire organization, whatever the objects you have, and in those objects, if you have this keyword, whatever the word you are searching, that will be there, then all the records will be returned. And one important thing is SOSL query, say SOQL query will return list of records, but SOSL query will return list of records. Very, very important. List of records. Okay. So let's say if you want to search something here, test, or you can use like this also. Okay. Now design account system dot debug search list size. Execute. Okay, so entities should be explicitly expressed. There is entities is nothing but objects. Okay, when you want to return something or objects, you have to use find test in all fields, then returning okay, count command name contact. Okay, if you want to use any object, let's say contact account, you have some other object task, okay, id, if you want to give something like this. Okay, then how many will be then account contact task, 3 will be the size of response series. This. And subjects. Why is not see here. So whatever the accounts, or let's say how many objects you have given, thus that will be the size of that one first list. Okay, so if you observe that they that results SOSL query results list of, and then inside the list type is also list of objects, means list of objects. Okay, so if you want to retrieve those records, how to use this for Okay, list of subject objects. This one, first one. Can you iterate this first? Again, you need to display the records using a subject. You see objects. Now here, system dot means this is SOSL query returns list of records. Then syntax is it starts with find, and whatever the text you want to find, you can use in all fields. Returning then what it is required: account, name, contact, first name, last name. As comma separated, you can give any number of objects here. Okay, just use this. And one important thing is SOSL queries, whatever you find it, that is, I mean, those records are not eligible for, you can't perform any DML operation on that. Means if you want to perform some edit operation on the given records, so these are the records you have account, right? On these records, you cannot perform any operation like edit operation or delete operation. Very much important. SOSL, SOQL query. SOQL query will return list of records and that too from only single object. SOSL query returns a list of records and it returns the matching records from mentioned objects or entities. Means you can give any number of objects here. From all these objects, if the text is found, then those many records will be returned. Those will be in the list of records. Okay, and then these records whatever returned from the SOQL query are eligible for update, delete, or whatever it is, but records retrieved from SOSL query are not eligible for DML operations. You can't perform. If you want to try this, delete or basic, just try that. Post exception. So these are not eligible for DML operations. It will be getting the exception on this one. Okay, try this to throw the okay, okay. See here, find set fields, email fields, phone, sidebar fields, code. Okay, so if you want to know the difference between SOSL and SOQL query, you can try to search and get the difference. This will be asked in the interviews. Okay, and one important thing. So usually, if you want to insert or update records, you have insert operation. Let's say insert, right? Then object, whatever object you have to give, you can use. But there is another thing called database dot insert or update whatever operations you can use this. Delete, undelete, all the things. So in interview questions, they will be asking the questions like, what is the difference between insert and database insert? Okay, in update and database data update. So the insert operation, if let's say you have 10 records and if you perform insert on 10 records which are in the list, if one is failed, everything will be rolled back. Okay, but if you want to allow the partial success also, then you can use update or delete of database object. Okay, database class, and then you can use this one. See here, so here you have database update objects you can give. Then there is a checkbox. There is one attribute or parameter, all or nothing. All or nothing means if you give true, if one is failed, everything will be rolled back. If you give false, if out of 10 records, if one is failed, that will be ignored and remaining 9 will be successfully inserted into the database. In insert, it is or update, it won't be a, let's say if you use update of as objects, okay, if one is failed, all will be failed. In this case, if one record is failed out of 10, then one will be ignored and others will be inserted or updated. You have to give false. If you give true here, then only, this is also same like the first one record is failed, everything will be failed. Okay, so that's one thing. We have an option. And how can we check whether it is fixed? I mean, if that is success or failed. Okay, we have database dot save result. Okay, save result. Results means for each and every record, the result will be stored in this format. This object will be there. Inside this save result, you have success or failure and what is the error message and everything is there. Okay, you guys try this and let me know tomorrow. I'll ask any one of you guys what is the difference between insert and database dot insert and others. Okay, from today onwards, I will be keep giving some interview tips, I mean interview questions if whenever it is possible. Okay, and tomorrow and day after tomorrow, lightning Aura components will be completed. Tomorrow I'll explain the events that will be done. And one small example I'll get it later. Okay, guys, thank you. Any questions? They can stop sharing.